you're serious about buying in Miami, we mean serious, not just browsing on Zillow, Realtor.com at midnight, then we need to tell you some things that most people in this industry won't say it like this in your face. And not because they're secrets exactly, because nobody has a reason to tell you unless they are genuinely on your side. And we are. So here we go. What do you think, Raul, is going to happen in this with this Miami market?
Andres, there are so many things that we are going to talk today. And the first thing is Miami is not one market. And we have talked about that for a long time. We know you have heard that before, but we don't think you understand how different we mean it.
Mm-hmm.
Andres, we have clients last year, a couple from Venezuela. They are very sharp people, real money, a lot of money. And they came and knowing exactly what they wanted. They were focused on Brickell, high floor, bay view, modern building. They had done their homework, as the majority of them.
They were ready, Raul.
Yeah. And they were ready. Do you remember that? We said, before we look at anything, before we get in the car, tell us about your life. It's a basic information that you need to know.
Right.
Not your wish. We are not talking about the wish. What would you like? What are your needs? Your actual life. What does Tuesday looks like? What does Saturday looks like? What do you want your kids to remember about growing up here?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, and Venezuela is one of those countries that they do have a challenge buying properties here, but there's some ways that we can definitely talk about in another video how people from other countries that supposedly are banned are acquiring real estate here. And the wife said, Raul, I don't know if you remember.
Yes, of course, I remember that.
Yeah, she was very quiet for a couple of minutes or for a second, and then she said, honestly, we just want to feel like we are somewhere, not just in a building. And that one sentence, Raul, told us everything.
We didn't go to Brickell first. We went to Coconut Grove. We parked, we walked. Within 20 minutes, she grabbed her husband's arm and said, "What do you remember what she said, Andres?"
Tell me, Raul.
Yes, this is what we meant in this city. Yeah. Same budget, completely different life. What did they do, Andres?
Well, Raul, they bought in Coconut Grove, and their kids are in one of the best private schools in Miami, and they walk everywhere. 2 years later, they told us that it was their best decision they ever made.
And here's what we want you to understand. Brickell is incredible. Glass towers, everything walkable, best restaurants, pure energy. If you live for your career and your lifestyle, Brickell is unbeatable. But Coconut Grove, Andres, is protect actual law. The city has zoning regulation, NCD-2 and NCD-3, that literally prohibit towers about 3 stories in the key zone. You cannot build a 50 stores building there. It's illegal.
It is illegal, Raul, which means that the neighborhood, Coconut Grove, you definitely buy into today. They say that we are in 2026, right? And in 20 years, it could look very, very similar, almost exactly the same in 20 years.